silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And during our moment of silence, I'd like to recognize Mr. Jim Cook, who taught at Oakdale Elementary for many, many years, passed away this week. And please keep his family in your prayers. He was a wonderful educator. Thank you. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda item number 3, patron concerns. We have none, so we will move on to agenda item number 4, school spotlight, Castle North Middle School tonight with Principal Mr. John Bertram.
Good evening. I told Dr. Redmond that I'm going to do my best to keep us under an hour, so you guys don't panic.
We know that's difficult for you.
For me, I never met a mic I didn't like. You know that.
We know.
You know that. Mr. Miller, very quickly, if you'd like to tell them the selections that our outstanding jazz band played for their entertainment.
So the tunes we played before the meeting started were a piece called Dorian Journey, based on the Dorian mode. It's key to improvisation. All New Kicks, which was based on a tune called Old Suede Shoes, so it's kind of a play on words, Old New Kicks. And the other one's very sophisticated. It's called Drama for Your Mama. And then in a moment we'll play a piece by Gordon Goodwin. He's known for like the music soundtrack for Incredibles and things like that, and it's called Jazz Police. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Once again, good evening. We're very humbled and honored to be here. This will be one of the few times you've ever heard me speak off a script. I generally am more impromptu, but we've got a lot to cover, and Dr. Redmond wanted us to move fairly quickly, so I set it up that way. Excited and humbled to stand before you today. We've had a lot of noteworthy achievements at Castle North Middle School this past year. You know, I want to start, though, with a quote by Patrick Lencioni from his book, The Ideal Team Player. And this is something we practice at Castle North quite a bit, and that we really strive to stay humble, hungry, and smart at Castle North Middle School. We try to let the actions speak for us, and our students, you know, this is one example of the level of excellence that we're looking for out of our Warwick County schools, Castle North Middle School in particular. I often tell our parents to have a successful school is one that kind of mimics a three-legged stool. The first leg, you have to have great kids, and we're provided with just outstanding raw materials to work with. The second piece is great parents. We have supportive parents, people that believe in their schools. There's energy for the schools, positivity. I think we're doing that. I think as a corporation, we have great momentum going right now. I'm an energy person. Those of you who've known me for a number of years, I believe in good energy, and I think we brought that. I think Dr. Redmond has brought that, contributed to it, carried on some things, and you know, it's something I'm very proud to be a part of, and I appreciate you giving us the opportunity. This year was very encouraging and exciting. Earlier this year, Castle North Middle School was ranked 27th out of over 1,400 middle schools in the state of Indiana by U.S. News and World Report. So we finished number 27. We're hoping to be 26 or better before we're done. But we were very, very, very proud of that. The rankings were based on several variables, included standardized test achievement and growth, which is very important. So we're trying to move the kids at all levels, trying to make our best better while we're moving the kids up that need a little bit of help. We're trying to be encouraging. We made a cohort of traditionally strong Indiana schools throughout the state, and our results met or exceeded many of them. We were very, very pleased with our kids' work. And, you know, I'd be remiss to take any credit for it. I mean, we've got outstanding teachers. I mean, these people come early, they stay late, they work hard, they understand their role, and we have great kids. I mean, they work hard, and I'll tell our parents all the time, you know, going through Castle North is rigorous. It is going to be challenging, and I won't apologize for it. We're trying to produce, you know, the citizens of tomorrow. Very, very important. I'm going to go through these rather quickly, and hopefully I haven't forgotten anyone, but the academic achievements that we had this year, Castle North Middle School, during our Scholastic Squire Honor Night, we had 191 students recognized, which is an enormous number. This event celebrated 20% of our student body. The 191 had a 3.7 to a 4.0 grade point for the first 3 9-week grading periods, which is very impressive. We're showing rigor. We're also showing stamina by doing that. And we set pretty high goals. 98 of the 191 were celebrated at the event. They held a 4.0 grade point average, including 12 eighth graders that never made a B in middle school. And many of those, that's including high school algebra. So we were very proud of that. The math academic Super Bowl team placed third in the state of Indiana, while the Castle North Middle School science academic Super Bowl team placed in the top 10 for the state. We were quite proud of those results, against some very stiff competition. We had 10 seventh graders and almost 70 eighth graders make it to the Tri-State Regional Science Fair at the University of Southern Indiana. There were 4 eighth grade students that moved on to the actual state level science fair championships. So we were very proud of these students' work. The band, you heard pieces of it here, the jazz band, but our band earned the ISMA All Music Award. There were only 34 schools in the state of Indiana that earned this honor. 28 students have been selected to represent us in honor bands. 14 performers, which is a high number, qualified for the state solo and ensemble. If you listen to the quality music we're putting forth, our band directors are second to none. I wouldn't trade them for anyone. The work they do, it's tireless, never stopping. Athletically, 7th, 8th grade volleyball teams won the Big Four tournament. 6th and 7th girls basketball won the Big Four conference championship. 7th and 8th grade boys basketball won the Big Four invitationals. 7th grade girls track won the Big Four conference meets. So we did quite well head-to-head competitions. We have a very diverse range of clubs and extracurricular activities that we're trying to find something for everyone. Very important that we find those things. And our student council has just been, it's unbelievable, the quality these people put together. They had numerous school-wide events throughout the year. All proceeds from fundraising that occurs during the first semester help our less fortunate students for the holidays. So we were able to really prioritize where we wanted our efforts to go. We typically are able to help between 20 and 35 families, something at Castle North we're very proud of. Students choose a theme that promotes healthy choices for our annual 3K walk-run event that takes place in May this year. This year was Running to Each Victory, trying to raise the bar. We had Wes Eigner, many of you know that name, former Squire and current basketball player at the University of Evansville, as our guest speaker, and Wes did an outstanding job. Very proud of him. We'd like to bring back Squire alumni to feature, to show, what is possible. If you do the work, what's possible. Our archery club, it was founded and led by John Reed, has found great success over the past 15 years and given yet another opportunity for students to get engaged in school who might not be traditional athletes, might not be traditional academicians. Music might not appeal to them. And it's a very popular club for us. Their dedication shows. They practice at 6 a.m. and compete from November to May. They placed this year 24th out of 267 middle school teams in the Eastern National Tournament in Louisville this past weekend. So they did an outstanding job. That's a co-ed event and with tremendous popularity. This year, our CNMS theater troupe staged 2 incredibly successful productions. We've got one of the directors here, Mrs. Chambliss, if you'll raise your hand. There she is, one of our directors. They did 2 highly successful productions. One was called I Hate Shakespeare, the title of our fall play, and Honk Jr. was our spring musical. In at least one of these productions, 73 students performed on stage or worked as crew members. So we're really developing a lot of skills. We're finding something for everyone. If it's not your thing to get up in front and perform, they're doing set building, sound technician. It's really a very whole experience that's student-led. And Suzanne and Mr. Payne have done a great job with that. Over the course of the 2 shows, we had almost 1,000 people attend, and these were held in our smaller gym. We set the stage up, and we had 1,000 people, which those are pretty good numbers, Artistic, personal, and leadership growth this year makes us very excited about the future of drama at Castle North Middle School. Abby, I promise I'm going fast.
You take your time, you're doing great.
The CMS Generation On Club writes, illustrates, and publishes an original book as a fundraiser for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library in Warwick County. Our brand new assistant principal, Brian Kilgore, came up, and I'm having him present that book to Dr. Redmond to look at. We ordered a copy of this book for every board member, so we're going to give one to each one of you. It's really neat. It's totally student illustrated and created, and it's done. Proceeds go to Dolly Parton Imagination Library to promote literacy. Very important. Darlene Short has been literally a crusader for that program, but you all will receive a complimentary copy of that book that our kids produced. 23, 24 books, the latest book in the series of 8, and this one's A to Z, The Way to Be, is hot off the presses. The book sells for $10. All proceeds are donated to Imagination Library. This year, the club donated $4,200 from book sales. WCSC School Board, and we mean this in earnest, was instrumental in supporting and helping us promote the establishment of the program when efforts began in 2017. We even went all the way to state government with this to get approval, and something we're very proud of, because literacy, I mean, the ability to read is invaluable, and it's something that we've really made a commitment to support. Dr. Redmond, I'll get those books to you as soon as they arrive, if you'll distribute them. School is very actively engaged with the local community. Our 7th grade students participate in a world religions field trip each year. It's a culmination of the study of world religions in our 7th grade geography classes. The students visited a Jewish temple, a Christian church, a mosque, a Hindu temple. We also covered a lot of Buddhism. We firmly believe the better that we can understand how everyone lives, how they function, maybe we can make a difference in the world. So we take a day, we visit it, and I've got a son who is a college graduate now, and he will tell you to this day, he's actually going to medical school at IU at the end of summer. He'll tell you to this day that was probably the best field trip he's ever attended throughout his educational career as a 7th grader at Castle North, which that's powerful to me. That's something we try to keep going. 8th grade class trip to Holiday World's another highlight of our school year. We did something that was a little bit innovative. We have combined that trip with Castle South Middle School, and what we're trying to do is blend these kids. They all get the same t-shirt, looks the same. These kids are kind of rivals, 6th, 7th, and 8th. We have a culminating experience where both schools travel together, do the exact same things. We're bringing them together. So when they go to school, they have a matching shirt. They're not a Castle North Squire or a Castle South Dragon. They're a Castle Knight at this point. So far, we've been very pleased with those efforts, bringing the groups together. It's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids. We fostered some strong partnerships with parents to enhance our school's strong sense of community. I cannot state strongly enough how outstanding our PTO is. It is unbelievable. We do a lot of things at Castle North, and culture and climate is something that is of paramount importance to me. If you can develop a school where children love it, want to come, they want to be there, my opinion is you can accomplish anything. Without our PTO, and I would name these people by name, but they would get very angry with me, so I won't do that to them. But our PTO has just been absolutely phenomenal. The leadership these people put forth, the time they commit to our students is unbelievable. We're really trying to make some memories that will last a lifetime. While we celebrate our achievements today, we look forward to the future with optimism and ambition, very much so. Castle North Middle School, and many of you've visited, you've been around it. We strive very hard to maintain an atmosphere of study and a culture and climate of excellence. our collective belief as a school community is that when we're able to create a school that children love to attend, anything's possible. And I'll stand before you and tell you I believe that. You get kids, you're not fighting to get out of a car, out of a bus, great things can happen. Great things can happen. You know, I have to mention, we had a great year, test score-wise, ranking-wise, and, you know, we may not meet or exceed our standard of excellence every single year. I don't know that that's realistic. What I will leave you with is we can assure our community that we strive to do the best we can to maintain a continuum of improvement and upward trajectory in a relentless pursuit of excellence. And if we don't achieve the same lofty goals, it won't be from lack of effort. That I can promise you. So this has been a phenomenal experience. Thank you for having us up here. I did go as quick as I could. At this time, Mr. Miller, if you'd like to, we're going to play one more song for your entertainment. Do you want to?
And this is going to be the Jazz Police, and I want to take a second to also thank my co-director that's here with us tonight as well, Mr. Watland. We teach side by side almost all day long, and it's invaluable to the students. While they're getting situated, I'll mention that before the meeting, you heard improvisation solos, so the students are making it up on the spot from Preston Myers and Leo Tinsley. And this time we're going to feature Megan Flynn on the saxophone. It's pretty in-depth skill as a 7th or 8th grade student to be able to improvise music on the spot, but they're doing a great job.
behalf of Castle North. On behalf of Castle North Middle School, I'd like to thank all the kids who came and played tonight on your own time. Thank you so much. Mr. Miller, Mr. Wineland, outstanding job. And thank you all for hosting us this evening. Tried to go as quick as I could, but I really am humbled to get a chance to come and speak and address the board. So have a good evening, and once again, thank you.
Thank you. And just as you guys are leaving, because we have to continue with the meeting, but just as you walk out, I just want to say again, outstanding performance. My oldest son is a musician, so I know the time, effort, hours that you put into your practice, and you're very impressive this evening. So thanks so much for being here, and thank you for your hard work.
Time, I'd kind of like to ask the members of the Teacher Leadership Academy who are here today to kind of stand over there on that side and face the audience and me so I can talk to you. I don't like when you're behind me and I can't get a chance to talk to you.
Agenda item number 5, Teacher Leadership Academy. Mrs. Stallings.
Yes, I wish we had thought of it sooner. We would have prepared a musical number as well, but I'm not going to put them on the spot. So, good evening, Dr. Redmond.
We're saving that for the retirees. They just
They have
know.
theirs, yes. So good evening, Dr. Redmond, members of the school board, colleagues, and guests this evening. I'm honored to stand before you tonight to recognize and celebrate the outstanding efforts of the participants of our second cohort of the Warwick County School Corporation Teacher Leadership Academy. Your support of opportunities like this are instrumental in fostering teacher professional growth and development that in turn supports student achievement and growth as well. I'd also like to take a moment before I begin to thank Dr. Redmond, Mr. Jason Fisher, and my coworker, Ms. Kayla Russell, for their active roles in supporting this program and the participants as well over the last school year. Teacher leadership is not necessarily found in a position or a title. In fact, the role of a teacher leader can be informal or formal. But at the core, teacher leaders believe that all students can succeed and that all teachers need opportunities to collaborate to reach that goal of success. This year, we welcomed 14 teachers from 10 different schools into the Teacher Leadership Academy. In addition to developing their own personal leadership skills, the members of the TLA have worked this year to strengthen building level teams to positively impact student learning. They have taken the opportunity to learn and share about effective leaders, climate and culture of schools, strategies for creating and sustaining change, using data to inform decisions, and setting goals and norms for productive teams. In addition to all of this group willingly also identified an area of focus or maybe a problem to solve within either their school or their classroom. They developed a plan to help solve the problem or to improve, implemented the plan, made adjustments to the plan if needed, and monitored progress throughout the entire school year. Tomorrow afternoon, they will have the unique opportunity to share their findings and future plans with the entire group at our project showcase. This year, the projects for the Teacher Leadership Academy covered a wide range of topics. Members delved into specific vocabulary instruction and effective reading strategies, examined the impact of homework on student achievement, and worked on enhancing their school climate and culture through various initiatives. Not all members were able to join us this evening due to the variety of school activities that are happening this evening, and they wanted to support their students and maybe their own children as well. But I do want to take just a moment to recognize those who are here with us this evening. We have Abby Barker from Logue. We have Brittany Forler and Donetta Hale from Boonville Middle School. We have Andrew Slepsky from Castle North, Carrie Walker from Linville, and Paige Winters from Oakdale. Those who were not able to be with us this evening are Dakota Adcox from Tecumseh Middle School, Lisa Butcher from Newburgh Elementary, Patrick Harmon and Mike Ryder from Castle High School, Stephanie Roos from Castle South, Katie Slepsky from Chandler, Amanda Smith from Castle South, and Christy Stone from Newburgh Elementary. I want to congratulate these teachers for stepping out of their comfort zone, taking on extra work beyond the work that they have in their classroom, and to really strive for improvement in their classrooms and their schools to increase student achievement and growth. We cannot wait to learn from you tomorrow afternoon. And I want to thank you for your time this evening and throughout the course of this whole school year, but I also want to thank you for the time to recognize them.
Thank you for your hard work. Thank you.
Next on our agenda is recognition of retirees. Dr. Redmond.
We're just going to keep all the fun recognition going here tonight. So I have the great honor and privilege of recognizing our Warwick County School Corporation retirees this evening. I have a list of everyone who is retiring that we're aware of as of today. And if you're here tonight, just come up and Tish will help you find your small gift, just a small gift, and then stand up front, and then we'll shake the board's hands when we're finished. Okay? Jill, you okay with that? No. No, you're fine. You're fine. Come on, Jill Vile. Lori Blair from Linville Elementary, Kathy Brown from Newburgh Elementary, Nancy Bullinger, Elberfeld Elementary, Marilyn Caldmeyer, Logue Elementary, Jill Dean, Newburgh Elementary, Marcia Fiskus, Castle High School, Gwen Falk, Oakdale Elementary, James Gray from Maintenance, Robert Harmon from Castle, that's Castle High School, Melinda Kingsbury from Logue, Harold Lafferty, Castle Elementary, Mr. Mark Mimmer from Tennyson Elementary, Angela Merkley from Sharon Elementary, Tana Orth, she covers all over the district, I think technically is housed at Boonville High School, but Kevin Oxley, Tecumseh High School, Cindy Phillips, Oakdale Elementary, Dale Teepee, Maintenance, Michael Witten, Boonville High School, Jimmy Williams, Boonville High School, and Steve Wilson, Castle North Middle School. Let's please give this group a big round of applause.
Happy retirement. Oh, my goodness. Happy retirement. Most of them work.
50 years.
Yep. Happy retirement.
Oh, congratulations. Now you're going to deal with him.
Have a happy retirement.
We'll keep you busy. We'll keep you busy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, girl.
Happy retirement.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, man. Oh, I feel like it. Abby, that's Mr. Williams to you, right? Mr. Williams? Because he was a teacher a long time.
Yes.
That will never be Mr. Williams to me.
Jimmy.
I graduated with Jimmy.
With Jimmy.
From Boonville High School.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great loss to the Warwick County School Corporation. A lot of wonderful educators in the audience, and we wish you the best in your retirement. I know you're going to love it. I can speak from that personally. You will love it. It's great. But the students we will be at a loss with our students without your expertise. So thank you for all your years of service.
And don't ditch me here with these last few days of school. We still have a few days to finish out here, so.
All right, consideration of routine business, agenda item number 7, Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. The routine items include approving the minutes of the school board meeting held on April 22nd, 2024, and approving the claims and signing the docket for May 13th, 2024. I recommend the board approve the routine items as presented.
So moved.
We have a motion by Mrs. Metzger, second by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 8, consideration of items for board action. Dr. Redmond.
Agenda item A, the Warwick County Board of Commissioners has the obligation to appoint an individual to serve as a non-voting advisor to the Redevelopment Commission, or the RDC. This was the position that was Mr. Eigner's. He has resigned from that position, and after some discussion, I believe the recommendation to the board will be myself, Abby Redmond, to a 2-year term on the Redevelopment Commission, unless someone else would like to do it.
I would like to make the motion.
I
Have Dr. Redmond.
I second that
Motion by
motion.
Mr. Mosby to appoint Dr. Redmond as
Put
our
her on there.
representative to the Warwick County RDC Committee. And we have a second by Mr. Baker. Is there further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. You're
I'm
duly
it.
appointed.
Got it.
Agenda item B, 8B, consider approving agreement with Amerigus Healthcare Staffing. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you. In your board packet is a request from the Director of Human Resources, Dr. Doug Gresham, to enter into an agreement with Amerigus Healthcare Staffing, DBA, Amerigus Educational Staffing, for outside staffing purposes. Dr. Gresham is currently looking into using them as a provider for American Sign Language interpreting for students who are hearing impaired. I recommend the board approve the agreement as presented.
We have a motion by Mr. Franz,
I
second
second.
by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 8C, consider entering into a sponsorship agreement with Liberty Federal Credit Union. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. Before the board is the opportunity to enter into a sponsorship agreement with Liberty Federal Credit Union to provide a significant monetary donation to the Warwick County School Corporation for sponsoring the installation of a new turf field at the Castle High School baseball field and advertising at Castle High School's baseball field, football field, basketball, and gymnasium. Since we are still finalizing the agreement, we are asking the board to approve the arrangement and to delegate the superintendent the authority to execute the sponsorship agreement with Liberty Federal Credit Union at a later date after it has been approved by our school board attorney, Mr. Cliff Whitehead. I recommend the board approve the arrangement and delegation of authority as presented.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion by Mrs. Metzger, a second by Mr. Mosby. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 8D, consider approving additions to the Warwick County reading list. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you. In your board packet is a request from the Director of Learning, Mr. Jason Fisher, to approve 2 additional titles to the Warwick County reading list for high school students. I recommend the board approve adding White Rose and Train to the reading list. And as you know, in your packet, you can see all of the documents that the school went through the appropriate process that we have set in place, and all of that supporting documentation is in your packet.
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Baker, a second by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 8E, consider removing policies. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. In your board packet is a request from the Director of Student Services, Dr. Walter Lambert, requesting the removal of 2 policies that are no longer needed in order to run an effective school corporation. I recommend the board approve the removal of Policy 2100, Administrative Team, and Policy 2110, Administrative Team Guidelines, as presented.
We have a motion by Mr. Mosby,
I'll second.
a second by Mrs. Metzger. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 8F, consider approving applying for an IDOE school number. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you. In your board packet is a request from Mr. Jason Fisher to apply for an Indiana Department of Education school number for the Warwick Pathways and Career Center. And just for clarity, all of our schools have a school number assigned to them that is used for tracking of accountability purposes and test scores and things of that nature. The number that we need for Warwick Pathways has to do with our reporting that we do for our CTE funding. And so it's a number that's a reporting number. It will not be an accountability number. So Mr. Fisher has done a lot of hard work getting that right for us so that when we move forward, we don't have to worry or be confused with our regional director, Mr. St. Clair in Evansville, who's been super helpful to us. But this will make it cleaner and easier for us to track that funding and ensure that we get the funding that we deserve for CTE due to WPCC.
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Baker, second by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 8G, consider approving amendment. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you. As the Warwick County Deaconess Health Clinic's utilization continues to rise, the necessity for more service availability has become apparent. For Warwick County School Corporation Administration and Deaconess to build these additional hours into our clinic schedule, the attached third amendment must be executed. This amendment's sole purpose is to replace the current Exhibit A fee schedule with one that provides capability to add additional hours to our clinic. I recommend that the board approve the third amendment to the Clinic and Health Services Agreement as presented.
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Baker, a second by Mr. Mosby. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. 8H, consider adding high school course offerings. Dr. Redmond.
In your board packet, you will find a request from the Director of Learning, Mr. Jason Fisher, to add the following Indiana Department of Education approved high school offering for the 24-25 school year entitled AP, meaning Advanced Placement Seminar. I recommend the board approve the addition of this course as presented.
We have a motion by Mr.
Great.
Franz, a second by Mrs. Metzger. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 8I, consider accepting donations. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. In your board packet, you will find the following donation requests. Tennyson Elementary School, a $1,000 donation from Living Word Christian Church to be used for summer student activities. For Warwick Pathways and Career Center, $4,450 donation from Ascension St. Vincent to cover nursing certification costs. For Castle North Middle School, a $1,395 donation from Chris Love to purchase an X-Carb CNC, which is equipment for a technology class. And at Castle Elementary School, a $500 donation from Vincennes Historical and Antiquarian Grant Fund to be used for transportation to Vincennes. I recommend the board approve these requests as presented.
We have a motion by Mr. Mosby, second by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Agenda item 9, consideration of personnel recommendations. Dr. Gresham.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. The Human Resource Office has the following business to bring before the board tonight. Agenda item A, consideration of employment, certified staff positions, and all of these positions are for the 2024-2025 school year. Peyton Ahrens, art teacher at Castle High School. Kaylee Holder, agriculture teacher at Boonville High School. Nikki Mosby, pre-K special education teacher at Warwick Education Center. Drew Lawrence, personal finance teacher at Castle High School. Danielle Velasquez, special education teacher at Loga Elementary. Addison Staley, third grade teacher at John H. Castle Elementary. Katrina Del Mar Hernandez Martinez, special education teacher at Sharon Elementary. Corey Eibelt and Caitlin Solomon, both fifth grade teachers at Sharon Elementary. Madison Land and Haley Fisher, both special education teachers at Sharon Elementary. And Caroline Smith, special education teacher at Yankeetown Elementary. And the following support staff positions: Tessa Strausser, library aide at Castle North for 24-25. Melanie Kleeman, clerical aide at Work Education Center for 24-25. Lindsay Tradford, full-time custodian at Boonville Middle. Heath Ferguson, full-time custodian at Tecumseh High. Brian Pace, full-time custodian at Castle High. Dalton Simpson, full-time custodian at Sharon Elementary. Kylie Murphy, full-time custodian at Newburgh Elementary. Patricia Diane Orange, full-time custodian at Chandler Elementary. Sam Shaughnessy, full-time custodian at Yankeetown Elementary. Kayla O'Neill, 4.25-hour cafeteria position at Castle High. Eric Blount, Class D maintenance at Tecumseh High. Molly Ackerman, a job share program assistant at Newburgh Elementary. Shadow Oliver and Lacey Wyatt, program assistants at Newburgh Elementary for 24-25 school year. Dana Fisher, secretary treasurer at Boonville Middle for 24-25. Ellen Ribley and Yvonne Mendez, ABS program assistants at Sharon Elementary for 24-25. Sarah Rashi, also ABS program assistant at Sharon Elementary for 24-25. And the following varsity coaching positions: Jarrett Beesing, a varsity wrestling coach at Boonville High, and Ryan McKinney, varsity girls basketball coach at Boonville High.
I make a motion to accept the motion.
To accept the hiring of personnel.
Yeah.
We have a motion by Mrs. Metzger, a second by Mr. Mosby. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Dr. Gresham.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. Agenda item B, I'm asking the board tonight to rescind the employment offers to Christian Suarez, Spanish teacher at Castle High School for 24-25, and Stephen Wilson, civil construction heavy highway teacher at Work Pathways and Career Center for 24-25.
Motion to approve the rescinding.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Mosby, a second by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Agenda item C, leave requests. Ashley Kramer, special education teacher at Chandler Elementary. Haley Cameron, math teacher at Castle North. Michelle Kemp, agri-science teacher at Tecumseh High. Ashley Turner, ABS special education teacher at Sharon Elementary. Hannah Trine, speech-language pathologist at Oakdale Elementary. And Alicia Piper, third grade teacher at Chandler Elementary.
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Baker, second by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Dr. Gresham.
Thank you. Agenda item D, resignations. Jamie Morrison, temporary program assistant at Newburgh Elementary School, resignation effective April 24th, 2024. Dina Reinhardt, secretary treasurer at Boonville Middle School, resignation effective June 7th, 2024. Ruth Cooper, pre-nursing teacher at Work Pathways and Career Center, resignation effective April 30th, 2024. Eliza Brock, program assistant at Castle High School, resignation effective May 22nd, 2024. Sarah Steinhauer, ABS program assistant at Loga Elementary School, resignation effective May 24th, 2024. Elise Rumble, art teacher at Oakdale Elementary School, resignation effective June 1st, 2024. Brittany Jones, program assistant at Newburgh Elementary School, resignation effective May 23rd, 2024. And agenda item E, retirements. Karen Witten, program assistant at Oakdale Elementary School, retirement effective June 1st, 2024. And Teresa Dixon, third grade teacher at John H. Castle Elementary School, retirement effective June 1st, 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Gresham. It's been a busy time.
It has. It's that time of year we appreciate everyone's hard work, getting us staffed and ready for next year.
Agenda item 10, reports. Dr. Redmond.
We don't have any additional reports, just a few reminders that we have graduation upcoming this weekend on Friday night at Tecumseh High School at 7 o'clock. And then Saturday morning at 9 a.m. is Boonville High School, and at 8 p.m. at Castle High School. And then the following week on May 22nd at 6 o'clock, we will have our Warwick Pathways and Career Center Diploma Pathways graduates that evening. And then also a reminder that our next board meeting is actually on a Tuesday, May 28th, because of the holiday.
Okay, agenda item 11, other board business. Tomorrow there will be a construction and career pathways meeting, committee meeting tomorrow at 7:30. and that will be held at WPCC behind Walmart. And then our next personnel meeting will be June 10th at 6:30 here in this building. Other meetings to announce?
Yeah, our next policy and curriculum meeting will be in this building, and that's to be determined yet on the dates.
And we have on June the 5th at 8:30 at Administration Building, the Special Ed and Transportation Committee. And I'd also like to remind the fellow board members, this coming Wednesday, 2 days from now at 2 o'clock in the afternoon is the Project Search graduation over at Deaconess.
Yes.
I've attended that. It's very impressive, very impressive.
And I
think
did
they have-
send the information and details a couple weeks back, but if you've misplaced that and need that information, just let us know and Laura and I can get that to you.
And I do want to correct that. I was thinking of the personnel committees, the one that we're
Okay.
doing. So the policy and curriculum is scheduled for June the 10th at 6 p.m. No, 5:30.
6 p.m.
5:30, I'm sorry.
5:30.
5:30. So 5:30 on June 10th.
Mhm.
All right, is there any further business before the board? Okay, we'll move on to agenda item 12, adjournment. Thank you for coming.